everyone, my name is Aparna Rangnikar, and as the festival director and curator, I welcome you to the 4th edition of the Visual Arts of South Asia Vasa Arts Festival. The festival was started by Arts and Culture Initiative of South Asia, fondly known as AKISA, to promote South Asian art and introduce its unique flavor to mainstream art enthusiasts. It is also a platform to local and regional professional, emerging as well as amateur artists. The festival has annual art exhibition called Colors of South Asia. It has art workshops and community art project. Over the years, the Vasa Arts Festival has grown to partner with local art organizations to collaborate with various events during the festival. Although putting together this year's arts festival due to the current situation has been a bit challenging and a huge learning curve to facilitate a virtual exhibition, it has also been a rewarding experience. We were able to reach larger audiences and received an overwhelming response to our nationwide artist call and have almost 40 artists participating in the Colors of South Asia. And what's even more exciting is that more than 20% of these participants are youth. I would like to thank all our funders for their generous support and our art partners for their collaboration. Do visit our website vasaartsfestival.ca to view the inspiring Colors of South Asia virtual exhibition. Get to know the artists on the Vasa Facebook page. Give them a like, leave them an encouraging comment, and follow us to participate in some amazing workshops that are offered by our art partners and some of the participating artists in this year's exhibition. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Vasuda, and today I'm going to be showing you the kolam work. We're going to be seeing a couple of different varieties of kolams. Before we start, I wanted to show some of the kolams that I've drawn here. So to begin, basically, kolam is a very ancient tradition that's been there for thousands of years in India. In South India, it is called by different names in different states. So in Tamil Nadu, it is called as kolam, but if you take a different state like Kerala or Karnataka or Andhra Pradesh, it is called by a different name. So this tradition exists in many different states. So what happens is daily morning, the women wake up and they sprinkle water outside their door, outside their entrance, and they draw these kolams. They draw these patterns that I've shown here. And during festivals, they make bigger kolams and they make a colorful kolam. So during festival time, you would see in all the houses in the streets very big kolams and very colorful kolams, and it's a beautiful sight to see. Today I'm going to be showing 3 different kinds of kolams, and we'll see a demonstration of all of them. Before we begin, let us quickly see what they are. So the first kind of kolam that I've shown here is called Sikku kolam. So you have dots that are horizontal and vertical, and then you have various curved patterns or curved lines that connects these dots or that goes around these dots. That's why it's called Sikku kolam in Tamil. So you're starting from a 3x3, 3 horizontal dots and 3 vertical dots, kind of a square pattern. You have very big columns that are 17 dots and so on. So from small it can go to a really large size. Then the second kind of kolams that we are going to see are Padi kolams. So these are drawn during festival times where we make horizontal and vertical parallel lines or curved lines to make these symmetrical patterns. And these are drawn during festival times in many households. So this is the second kind of kolams that we are going to see today. And the third kind of kolam that we will see is Rangoli. These kolams are basically pictures of flowers or animals like elephants, peacock. It can be shapes that are square and circle and so on. So it can be day-to-day objects like pots, which is what is shown here. It is pot in which there is food, and here you see lotus and a linga of Lord Shiva, and here you see diamond and star patterns. So these are in Rangoli. In South India we make dots and we make these patterns with the help of dots. In North India these Rangoli are freehand drawings that are in various different shapes and sizes, and beautiful colors are filled in these rangolis. Even in South, colors are filled in these rangolis. These are the three kinds of columns that we are going to be seeing today. Pattern that I want to show is the border pattern here. So this is a Sikh column border pattern where I have used two parallel dots throughout, and I have formed a pattern, a Sikh pattern here, and this is like a border pattern, so you can draw it in the end or across, so to make a border. So it will make the pattern that is inside stand out a bit more. So now we are going to see a small column that I am going to draw, small Sikh column. So let's go with that. First we have to draw the dots. So I am making here 3 horizontal dots and 3 vertical dots. So it's a 3 cross 3. And we call this straight because the dots are drawn one below the other. So it is 3 cross 3 straight. Now what we will do is we will connect all the outer center dot to form a diamond. So we'll draw the line just outside the dot to connect those 4, and we form a diamond or a square depending on how you see it. And once we have this basic shape, then we can circle the center dot. Then the next step is to use the other dots, the leftover dots, to form the final pattern. So we start with the outer dot here, and we make a U, inverted U, and then we go up, in and out. So we come in and we go out, and then we come in and we go out, and then we do the same, we come in and we go out, in and out. And once we connect all of this, that's the column we have. It's a small 3 cross 3 Sikh column that we have. We can make another 3 cross 3 Sikh column, very similar, very easy. Again we make 3 cross 3, so 3 rows of 3 dots each. 3 cross 3 straight again. So the dots are one below the other in a straight line. So again we connect the center portion this way, and now we join the 3 dots diagonally. So we go around them this way, and similarly the 3 dots here diagonally, we go around them this way. So this is another simple 3 cross 3 Sikh column. Next we will draw a slightly bigger column, bigger than what we have here. So for this, what we the dots that we need to have is, we start with 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we go up and we down, and as we go up and down we lower the count of the dots. So if we go down now, in the bottom row we will have only 5 dots, and exactly below these dots that we have, so we leave the leftmost and the rightmost one. So the rightmost one we won't have any dot below that, and the leftmost one we won't have any dot below that. So whatever we have in the center, we'll have dots below that. So this is 7, then we have 5, then we will have in the same pattern 3. So we will leave the leftmost and rightmost one, and again we'll leave the leftmost, rightmost one, and we'll have 1 here. So 7, 5, 3 and 1. Similarly, when we go above, we'll do the same, where we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3 and 1. So we have 7, 5, 3 and 1. So now that we have the dots, let's go to the design itself. So we will connect the 4 corners. We'll go around like this. We will go around. We'll go around. We'll go around. So we connect the 4 dots, or we go around the 4 dots. Once we have that, so we have the dots that are on either side of the line. So we are going to be using those dots that are on either side of the 4 lines here. So it's very similar to what we did here. We went in and out. So we're going to be doing something very similar here as well. So let's start from here. So we make an inverted U and we go in and out. So it's a zigzag pattern, in and out, 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 in and out. So we connected all of this together, and what we are left with is 5 dots here, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So these 4 dots that we have, we'll again connect them this way, very similar to the outer diamond that we made. Another diamond pattern we have here, and with that the column is complete. It's a very easy 7 cross 1 column. Next we are going to do a border sickle column, where we will draw parallel lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And similarly in the bottom we have again 10 dots below the ones that we have. So the first step will be to draw an ampersand. That's a reverse yes, or an ampersand. So once we have this ampersand sort of a shape, then we will go around and make a curved closure, and then when we come in the bottom we have to make a sharp V kind of a pattern, and when we go up it's a curved, curve and V, curve and V, curve and V. And once we come to the end, or the last 2 dots, we have to do reverse of what we have done here. So again we'll make a curve, and we'll come down and we'll make a curve here as well. And once we do the curve here, we have to come and connect to this dot. So we'll make a curve here and we'll do reverse of what we did. So again a sharp V, curve, sharp V, curve, sharp V, curve, V and curve. So that way the whole pattern is connected, and these are used as border patterns. When we make bigger columns, we draw a very big column and we make borders on both sides. Next we are going to see a small demonstration of a putty column. Putty columns, like I said, are drawn during festival times. So this is the putty column that I was talking about. So we are going to be seeing a small demonstration of one of the simple putty columns. So first let's make a square pattern. We will make 4 lines. Similarly, we'll make 4 lines below, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And now we will connect the left and the rightmost part with 4 vertical lines, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Similarly, in the right side we'll connect with 4 vertical lines, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So now we have a square. of 4 lines on all sides. And in the center we'll make an X. So we'll draw 2 lines, and we'll draw 2 lines connecting this diagonally. So now we have an X in the center. So what we will do next is make an inverted V, where we have these 1, 2, 3, 4 joints, and we have 4 joints here. So we'll connect the first joint here and the first joint here to form an inverted V. Same way we'll connect the second one there and second one here, third one there and the third one here, and the fourth one there and the fourth one here. Similarly, we'll do it in the sides. We'll connect 1, 2, 3 and 4 joints to make inverted V. In the top again same way, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And in the left side as well, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So now we have the 4 V's, and in the corner of these 4 corners of the square we are going to draw a small lotus shape. So for that we will do this. We'll draw the bud and a small opening, bud and an opening. With that we have a small padi kolam. The same way we can draw another kind of padi kolam, again a small simple padi kolam, where we will again make a square shape, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and we'll connect the leftmost with 4 lines and the right corner with 4 lines. And in the center we will make the diagonal lines. Next step is to connect the corners. So we have a joint here and a joint here. So we will connect these 2 joints like a bud. And we have another joint here and another joint here. We'll connect those 2. And the third joint here and a third joint there. So we'll get 3 bud formation. Similarly, we'll do it in all corners. So we will leave the edge, and the first joint where we have the horizontal and vertical connecting, we'll use that on both sides to form these buds. Similarly, the second ones and the third one. We'll do the same in this corner as well. And in the last corner. So now we have the 4 corners where with buds we have connected. Then we'll make a curve with curved 3 lines to connect these 2 buds. Similarly here as well. And here. So this is another simple padi kolam. Next we are going to see a small rangoli pattern with dots. So for that we will start with 7 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have drawn 7 dots. Now as we go up we have to keep reducing 1 dot. So and in this it's slightly different the way we will make dots, because we will not make it straight, like it won't be one below the other. It will be between these 2 dots, the upper dot will be there. So between first and the second dot we will make the upper line dot. Similarly between these 2 the second dot, between these 2 the third dot, between these 2 fourth, fifth and sixth. So we'll have 1 dot less than the previous row. So we had 7 dots here and 6 dots in the row above. And as we go up, it will become 5 dots. Again, between the first 2 dots of the upper row, we will make the next row starting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then as we go one step up, it will be 4 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will be between these 2 dots. Similarly, as we go down, it will be 7. It is already, we have the 7 dots. It will be 6, 5 and 4. So between the first 2 dots, we'll make the next dot. Similarly, the 5 dots as well, and 4 dots. So now we have this. It's looking like a hexagon, and what we will do is we'll connect. So we have these 4 dots in the corner. We'll connect them to form a diamond. Similarly, we have these 4 corner dots and we'll connect them to form another diamond. Similarly, we'll do in the top 2 rows, we'll connect the 4 dots to form a diamond. Same we'll do here as well. So we now have 4 diamonds, and we will do 2 more diamonds, one in the rightmost corner and one in the leftmost corner. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we now have 6 diamonds overall, and we have some leftover dots in between. So we will connect all the leftover dots to form a star. So we have connected all the leftover dots to form a star. We can leave it as is, and in the center we can draw a circle, and with that it's over. Or we can connect these to form a flower. So we now have Rangoli. As you would have noticed now, the difference between Sikh Kolam and a Rangoli with dots is that in Sikh Kolam, we don't connect the dots, we go around the dots. Whereas in Rangoli, we connect the dots. So the dots are not like very visible once it is connected and the kolam is complete. Now with this, we have solid shapes in which we can color. So we can put different color powder in each of these diamonds that we have, and that will make it a very colorful Rangoli. So now I'm going to show how we traditionally draw kolam with the rice flour. So we'll take the rice flour and we'll make dots first. I'm going to show us the simple Sikh kolam that I demonstrated before, the 3x3. So we have put the dots. Now we'll do the diamond. Then we'll connect the 3 dots diagonally, or we'll go around them diagonally. That's a kolam. Traditionally, kolams are drawn in using rice flour. The reason why we use rice flour is because ants or other insects can eat them. It's food for them. Since we are drawing it outside the house, the ants that are outside can eat them, and that's the food for them. We use rice flour or rice paste even to draw padikolams during festivals in temples as well. So that's another place where kolams are widely used, not just houses, in temples as well. So with this, the workshop is over. Thank you for listening. For more details or to get more insights and to learn more kolams, I'm sure you can explore online. If you search for kolams or Rangoli, you will get a lot of patterns, a lot of videos. in Instagram as well as YouTube. Happy exploring and keep learning.